I think 18 and a Half is one of the most exciting scripts that I have read. It's political.
The rats hiding in the bowels of Washington.
But it's funny, and it's a thriller, and it takes where we are now with this administration of number 45, and it recontextualizes what Watergate, what all that meant.
In recent months, members of my administration and officials of the Committee for the Re-election of the President, including some of my closest friends and most trusted aides, have been charged with involvement in what has come to be known as the Watergate affair.
Goddamn Watergate.
You know, as a person who lived through the Watergate era, it was unbelievable. It was the craziest period until Trumpy here.
For some reason, I used to cut lawn. I had a lot of extra time on my hands in what was it, 73?
I love the Watergate era. Oh my gosh, my friend Rick Milner and I, we were in high school together, and we used to just follow this. We used to follow the hearings. And
it was the first time I ever became aware of politics, because you think, oh, president this, president that. This was like the president was in trouble. And we had never seen that before. Every day the president seems to be in trouble these days. But back then when the president was in trouble, it actually really meant something. And so I didn't mind giving up basically an entire summer vacation. I just sat and just watched TV all summer long. It was weird. Kids like, hey, you want to go out and have a squirter bottle fight in the backyard? I'm like, nah, Jaworski's coming up next, and I really want to hear what he says. And they're like, you're 12 or whatever the hell old I was. So it kind of sucked me into the world of politics.
for me, that was the OJ of its time, where everybody followed OJ and what was happening during the trial. Watergate was that for me, and that was where I learned about cynicism and corruption in government. To be a Democrat, I learned a lot during the Watergate era.
It was just so wacko. That Nixon thing was really, he was just so horrible, just so mean and nasty and petty and kind of stupid, if I remember correctly.
I was rehearsing at the Franklin Village Junior Players in the auditorium of this community church. Someone came in and goes, hey, Nixon's resigning. You want to watch? We're like, yeah, sure. Turn on a TV in the kitchen. We just sat around watching it. Nixon resigns. One girl cried. The rest of us didn't even really know how we were supposed to react. And then we went right back to rehearsals. It was like, okay, I guess Nixon resigned.
And that you remember the Raimi house, Bruce. You remember it was a pretty boisterous place after dinner. My brother was away, but my dad and my mom were just big talkers, so loud. It's a loud family. There was dead silence. I was like, what's going on after dinner? Like no one was around. And I remember watching my dad sitting on the couch looking ashen-faced. I was like, what happened? And I remember walking in.
Yeah, who died?
At 9 years old. I remember the moment he was doing it because it was like an event.
It's just I heard voices and I thought it was from the television. Was that Nixon I heard? Were you watching the news? Anyway.
You don't have to be a Watergate aficionado, but you have to be interested in conspiracy. And you have to be interested in the hidden nature of the way things appear and disappear and what is so not okay about that. And that's where really this film resides. It's like this political comedy thriller. And I think it's really genius. I think the script is killer.
I think it's a very timely story to be told right now, in spite of the fact that it takes place in 1974. It's shockingly relevant. I think it's only deepened my feelings that I had about what this film is talking about, why it's timely. Why Connie in particular is an interesting character because she doesn't start off as a particularly radical person.
The only boring tapes in Washington.
We don't all start out as radical thinkers.
I think we shouldn't talk about work any longer.
Yeah, and maybe no politics.
Absolutely.
Hi, I'm Dan Mirvish. Some of you may know me as a co-founder of the Slam Dance Film Festival.
Dan's a big partial crowdfunding guy, which was a good way to drum up some